was the part that really got to me. Guti. Like, what was so wrong with me that you can't be present? Like,
I felt like money was controlling him. He felt like he's on top of the world because of money. And now tables have turned because now it's hitting towards retirement. He's lost his job. It's alcohol issues and stuff like that.
How do you feel like we have stolen something from you, from the fact that you had to operate from a place of lack, considering the fact that already your dad was not there, and then now the last beat of parenthood that you have to share with every one of us. Hi everyone, and welcome back to more conversations with myself, Mpamanganye, the next big thing. And of course, I'm not alone. As always, I'm with my lovely co-host,
Umpile Keisho.
and today we have an episode that is really different from the rest that we've had. I'm literally seated with two of my favorite people, right? Like, Gihefi right now, I'm on cloud nine. So today we have a guest. Umpile and I have a guest, and she's my younger sister. Hello, babes.
hi, how are you?
Yo? How are you? How are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you feeling?
I'm a bit nervous, like a little bit. I got cool though.
Hmm?
I'm a little bit nervous.
And then what did you say?
I got cool.
Oh, I got cool. Yes. I said that was English, and it literally just went past my head. So today, guys, I want us to talk about something that I know that both of you will relate.
Both of you, oh, sis.
Darling, is it safe?
No, I don't attack, love. It's a safe space to decide. So it's something that I want to hear, like, your perspective, right? Something that I can't relate to, but I want to hear. No, it's not a flex. I'm just saying. Okay, guys, would you want to introduce the topic, or should I just go on?
Go on, be nervous.
Guys,
Get trauma.
Little trauma bonda luna mo. Okay, so today what we will be talking about, right, is the effect and the impact that, like, the absence of your fathers had on you. Le toxic is wrong. Smile. So basically we're talking about deadbeat fathers, right? I was just trying to sound casual, the absence of your fathers and what. No, like, they're deadbeat, and that's what it is, right? So firstly, I just want to understand, Hori, you growing up, like, individually, what was the story about your dad? Like,
Now I got him personally and then he never came back.
no, Umpila, like, no cap.
Mine just decided to vamoose, you know. So guys, now my dad went to buy bread and never came back.
My sister.
And I still stick to the story. Lang believe anger.
Yeah.
So one day, but anyways, growing up, my dad was always absent. But with communication, we always communicated. My mom was never the type how it was just the thing of the things he does to you, you're still gonna grow up one day and he's gonna need your help. So he was always an absent father. We see each other occasionally, but birthday wise, he'd always wish me happy birthday. Maintenance wise, she was a bit shaky. My mom always had to, like, remind him of his responsibilities of uniform. So it was a bit, hard on my mom, like, when I was growing up little. But as I grew older, like, it was things of I can see for myself. Actually,
Like, it's always so nice because, people always say that do not influence, like, a child, Hori, this parent is the worst or that parent is the worst, because they're going to grow up and they will see that for themselves. So in all of that, you're saying, Hori, like, your mom had it, like, tough in terms of, like, the maintenance stuff. Would it be a thing of she would go to your dad, like, within your knowledge, you would know, she's reaching out to your dad for maintenance and then, it's conversations that you and your mom would have?
No, it was evident because with calls, she'd call him in front of me. Hore, how ngwana bakwetsi dikolo o tlo ja eng ngwana tlamna a ile na lo dlala le bana bang eng and then kimisa kwathi because I'd always grow up like go next door, when my mom goes to work, then when aftercare was closed, I'd go to next door. So it would be like those mini things, because I even remember there's a time where she even asked her. But back then it was still, I don't know if it was a lot, but it would be like at least 300 for ngwana as like pocket money, like Kadi Fridays, abelim kero. But it was just not coming to the party, because I remember there's a point where she even had to go to maintenance court.
Oh.
And it was a thing where he was served letters at work. So it was just like,
Your mom was just like, slice it, so let's just leave him be.
Let's just leave it.
And then you, my sister, for you, like, what was the story? Like, when you grow up, right, you see children with like their fathers, either at school or a crash or just in the neighborhood. Where Nagu, like, did you ever have questions of Fuguti, where's my male figure? Like,
I did.
and what was the story that you were told?
Well, for me, that's about my chase I train, guys.
But sorry,
I train. I promise you.
It's so crazy how I know this, ne? I know it, like, I know it. But every time I hear that part of his existence, I'm just like, why? Now wrong for you
guys?
to say, train.
Guys. And imagine my shock when I saw him for the first time when I was 5. It broke me. Like, that is one moment that I can really never forget, because it was just such a horrible experience for me. Because I was 5, man. I was a baby, and I'm seeing this man for the first time. This man that was supposed to love me, protect me, nurture me, cherish me. Like, this man was supposed to be in my life, and he wasn't. And it was the first time I saw him, and it was heartbreaking.
And did you like have a conversation about it, Hori? First things first, I know this meant to be, do it, Now he's here. Who am I seeing? What happened?
No, I never did. Growing up, I was one person, Shem, that really didn't like to talk about my feelings. I really didn't like to speak, especially about
concerning
my dad.
him.
Yeah, I didn't like speaking about that man. Like, he was just a waste of my energy.
That man.
Is it still that man today?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And of course, you spoke about like maintenance. I think my mom, Shem, more than anything, she wanted him to be there for me emotionally. She really didn't care about the finances.
For real.
She tried. Like, she tried. I think that is another thing that made it so difficult for me. It was Guti, like, my mom is pushing. Like, she's literally
She's the one
begging
pursuing
you,
him.
yes.
Hori,
She's
dude.
begging you to be present, and you are showing like no effort
interest.
whatsoever. Like, awunandaba. And that was the part that really got to me. Guti, like, what was so wrong with me that you can't be present? Like, but
What was so wrong? I feel like that the fact that you say that, like, you are personalizing his failures as a man and as a person, because I feel like his shortcomings in the ways that he has failed to be present in your life, or we don't know if like he was ever like present or absent in the other kids that he has, but his failure to be a present dad in your life, it's such a bad thing that you had to make it about you, Hori. Now you're thinking there's a deficit in you, that maybe I was not good enough for him to stay even after like angcengwe kangaka akancengeki umjida. And give me shimani. They do this. Like, this gender never beats the allegations, So now, like, for me, hearing that from you, it was sort of like sharp to my heart. It had nothing to do with you, like, and I do remember that in many times, like in many of the conversations that you and I would have, that has been like one thing that I've tried to echo so much to you, that it can't have been something that you did or you didn't do. Like, it has nothing to do with you. That is his failure as a man, and wherever he is, if he sees this, he failed as a man, and it could never be a reflection of who you are as a person, because you can't tell me that there's anything you could have done at like 2 years that could have made him turn away. So, like, yeah, just put that away, Hori. It had nothing to do with you. That's just him as a man who failed to show up and like show up for his responsibilities. And then now, like, continuing with like the stories that you heard, Hori, he decided to slice yours. He was dead, and then the next thing he goes to Makostini. He's here. Was there ever a time where you were now open to pursuing a relationship with him, and having seen him trying, were like the efforts enough for you?
There was a time, I think I was in 8th or 9th grade. He called me, like randomly. Okay, first he texted me, right? And man, it was 2 days. Like, you can understand how excited I was, man. My father was texting me. He called me. He apologized. That was the first time in my life that man has ever apologized to me. And I remember it was such a beautiful moment, because we were both crying. He apologized and I was crying, and he was crying like, "Oh, my baby, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." The next day, Sunday, he went to church,
Oh, it's the church thing.
Yes, he called me. Like, I'm like, okay. how Monday I was
Whoa.
ghosted. What?
Was there ever a time where he was like recalled to be mentally unwell?
I wouldn't know. I've met that man 3 times in my life.
Okay, continue.
So like after the Sunday, church with Jesus, like it was fine. It was cool on a call. And then the next day, how I was ghosted. Like, no good morning, my baby. No nothing. And I was like, how?
And now this leads me to a question. I'm not shutting you out, girl. This leads me to a question.
I'm not shutting you out, darling.
Pennies. Okay, so mind gone. Oh, knowing you, ne? Like I'm not putting you on blast. Like you have intense like trust issues.
Yeah.
Valid. Do you believe that particular moment whereby he was there for a day or two and he made you open up like the way that you did, you were vulnerable, you guys were sharing a special moment, you were crying, you were probably feeling things that you wanted to feel like a long time ago for so long. And then he comes and then he gives you that experience and then he disappears. Do you think that also like contributed to your mistrust in people with like regardless of the relationship that you guys like have, friendships or family or like...
I think I've always had trust issues because of him, right? Because my dad had lente yakhe manegusi.
Yo, my dad.
Sorry.
No, for me, it's kind of giving. If you're gonna call the absent man my dad, who am I calling? What am I calling mine?
Tata.
No, when I
my dad,
say my father,
Ukoli.
that man,
That man.
Right, he had lente yakhe ukuthi he would show up every few years. Like he would come ngina 5 anyamalale abuye ngina 8 anyamalale abuye ngina 12. So because of that, I already did have trust issues. So that special moment that we shared was only special to me because he apologized, right? I'd never received an apology from him. It was always Tato na ubaba and I have to be there. Like Tato and then Tata sam semol and then semol now.
But then the moment he was apologizing was a sensational.
That was why it was special for me because I'd never received an apology in my life from this man. So it was like, okay, like you realize the pain that you caused on me, kind of, sort of, and you are taking accountability for that, and I appreciate you for that. So I always had trust issues, and that moment just, it really didn't make or break like anything with my trust issues. It was just a moment for me. It was okay, like it's fine. We got our apology, the one that we've always wanted. We got it, and Iba sharp, man. Like it's fine. It's not your fault. It's okay.
Do you think now you're leaving like the rest of your life carrying just that one apology for the many times that he's hurt you?
Yes, I think so. Because I really just wanted an apology from him, man. More than anything, I just wanted him to say, I'm sorry. So for me to receive that, it was just like, okay, thank you. This is what I wanted. And it's okay. You can go live your life. I wish you the best. I just wanted you to acknowledge, Uguti, you hurt me and apologize for it. And I got that. And I'm okay now.
Love it for you. And then when my girl,
Nagi special case.
Special
Nagi special case. I've never ever gotten an apology, Like I think it's always been a thing of I forgive too much, right? I'm just like, if God can forgive, or when I pray, it's forgive us for all our sins. So I'd always pray that prayer, forgive him for all his sins that he's done. Because at some point he does show the love. He is still present. So he's back from being present.
Oh, Sava, well,
occasionally, because, when my mom was like, one day he's going to need your help. It's tables have turned now. Now he needs my help
now
because he's getting
out.
Exactly. So back then it would be a thing of, I felt like money was controlling him. He felt like he's on top of the world because of money. And now tables have turned because now it's hitting towards retirement. He's lost his job. It's alcohol issues and stuff like that. So now it's like, I can't just, I'm not returning karma the way that he was doing it to me when growing up. So for me, it's a matter of God is in control. I've forgiven him even though he's never ever apologized. He does try with communication and he's never ever... No, I'm lying. He has.
Don't lie.
I'm not lying.
Don't be
I
a
cannot
liar.
lie. I was about to say he's never ever neglected me.
Oh, Amanda.
Shame on me.
This is what men will make you do.
But manipulate. My baby.
glad you clocked it real quick.
Yeah, before you said it.
Okay, continue, please.
So it's been that thing of, I think he'd try cover up the mistakes as your sister, your brother, you guys must get along together, le bana ba motho tlamehile le utlwane, you guys can't be fighting, no relationships, blah, blah, blah. So at some point I got brainwashed, but here we are now.
And then inherited his siblings.
weak segments. From being only child, now I've got siblings. They've always been there, but it's never been like a close relationship. It's only now that we like grown and matured, we're like, we should not get to know
Now
each other.
you are the ones who are trying to form a relationship.
But we don't have any bad blood as siblings. It's just now it's a thing of realize actually the main problem is this one. And now we are all running away from the source of the problem. So right now it's a thing of, with my siblings, we are building like that relationship. Even though occasionally I think I see them once a year, Christmas, passing that weekend. So but in everything that I do, I really try to protect my I really try protect
Really try to protect my heart.
I really try to protect my heart in all that I do.
What would you be without me? Girl.
My English girl. Thank you. This is
And
why I
then
need you.
now I'm trying to understand, Hori, you said he has never apologized, right? Which is the total opposite to what Sato has like described for us. So now say he comes back.
He is back.
Oh.
No, with an apology. Let me cook. He comes back with an apology. Like, how deep are you willing to open up your heart for him, considering like the things that he has done and the things that he has not done that you needed him to do for you?
Hey, how deep? Nah? I don't know. I think it would just be a thing of, okay, it's fine. But what's new? I feel like he's disappointed me enough to know that he could do it again. So the apology would just be maybe guilt eating him, and it's just like, actually today I want to do this. But to me it would be like, what's new? Okay, let's try again next month.
So now, sorry to cut you off, she said like she's always had trust issues because of that man. You, from what I know, you're like, you'll thug things out. Do you think he contributed to sort of building that part or that character in you, Hori? You'll thug things out because you've grown up having to thug things out, like having to thug through the emotional of having an absent father, him coming and leaving, and you have to be okay when he's here. You have to receive him. When he leaves, you have to release him still, and then you constantly be like, hey, okay, he's here, good. Do you think that he played like a contribution to that part of you?
Of thugging things out? I don't think so, hey? I think it was just the character that I developed along the way, where it's just like, it's not just him, but certain situations which is like, girl, no, we're taking things out. Otherwise, it's all like every day. Tissue fail.
And that dura.
So sprung here, we try once a year. So it's just like, man, I think my mom also closed that gap of not having a father. She played both roles. So to me, it was never that thing of he's not chair. It would be dolly. If I want a doll, it would be like, okay, I'm not chair, no. But definitely birthday gets it. Dolly. Every season, December, Christmas present. So I think my mom really showed up as both a mother and father to close that,
that gap.
void.
And then, like, with you, I know they were like males in the house. You know how you would say, Hori? Like, if there's no dad, maybe like the presence of a grandfather, the presence of an uncle, doesn't fill that void and that gap. But, just that presence of the testosterone in J, it does something. So did you ever have like male presence in your life whereby in those, like there was a moment where you needed maybe, I don't want to say an advice, but like even if it's just a word from a dad and you received that from someone that existed in like within your family?
Is this for me?
This is for you both.
Oh, you can start.
Okay, I've had male figures who've given advice, and growing up, they've always tried. I think they knew, man. Oh man, ish. Who like how that father? You're a father. Yeah. Okay, father figure. So that father figure. So they try, accommodate me and stuff like that. So when it comes to like booty advice, I've never reached a point where I've needed like father advice in my head. So I think it's been that thing where
Maybe not advice, maybe even just guidance, Nji.
okay, when it comes to the guidance part, I think it would be seeing how they show their love to their children. And then, because it was mostly most of the father figures in my life, from grandfather and Bumalome, would always have daughters. So I know from Alex, they would always have like daughters, the two that I'm talking about, and how they'd show their love towards their daughters would be like they'd also pull me in. It does not mean because you're not my child by blood, you're not mine. So it would be that thing of what I do this side, I do this side. So I've never felt like I've lacked that,
Shout out to Bomalume.
Shout out to them.
And you, ma'am?
I grew up in a household, man, where having a father figure was such a privilege.
Such a response spread for having a dad.
I think you're like the only one.
Am I?
I think
like
so.
with the fully present
With the
dad.
fully present dad, I think you're the only one. So like for me, man, like Ogoba no Baba wasn't like such a big thing. It was because emotionally, like ibuhlungu. But like other than that, man, it was just like, hey, asna Baba,
not strange.
like it's fine, it's okay. And then I think Abba Bami were not really that much older than me, so I couldn't really look for like fatherly figure from them. Yes, and then my uncles, man, like we weren't really that close. Like it wasn't. I don't think they. I think now, men, they were really just trying to navigate their own lives. So I don't really blame them for it. But it was really just like I got my mom, I got my sisters, I got people. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Yeah, valid you are. And then for me now, this is where like it differs, right? Whereby you're both saying, Hori, you had like moms and a lack of a dad, right? And then in my side, it was like the total opposite, whereby I just had a dad and no mother. But then that was sort of like not hidden, but disguised by the fact that, like she said, that at home, I was privileged to have a dad, but then she was also privileged to have a mom,
yes.
because you know. So when I was growing up with my cousins, my sister, where do you get a mother from? Where do mothers come from? You know? So it was never a thing of, oh, kiso no kana, because I don't have a mom, you know, right? Because all of the people that I grew up with, especially the girls, right? The uncles ones, they had like a mother who's my grandmother. But the ladies whom I was close with also, they didn't have moms. So it was kind of a thing of, mama vele, they don't exist naturally. Like mama. So now in my mind, I'm like, it's so strange how you would expect that I would think that I would have a mom in her mom and she would have a dad in my dad. And which was like the total opposite. Like it never happened. Like it never happened. Okay, her mom was fully present in my life. Right? Like very fully present. She was like the closest, after my grandmother, she was like the closest thing I had to a mom. But then when it came to my dad, hey Sana, my dad, guys, he was human.
Like
how numbers, Pella?
I'm speaking.
Chobi. I want to count.
But we don't have time. We really don't have time, right? And I feel like that's one of the things that I wish could have been done differently. That had there been intentionality to the fact that there's a lack of fathers here, my father being present, but also I'm really not about to bash my dad, because also on his side, he was taking care of his sister's side. So he was being a father to other people while being a father to me, right? But then now to her mom was being a mother to all of us while being a mother to her in the same space. So now my question would be, how do you feel like we have stolen something from you, from the fact that you had to operate from a place of lack, considering the fact that already your dad was not there, and then now the last beat of parenthood that you have to share with every one of us?
It was hard, guys. It was hard, especially when I was like young, the ages of like 5 to 13. You know,
I feel like 9, 10 were like your peak selfishness ages.
Yeah,
it was like you were realizing, this is my mom. Like, what are you doing?
But like the ages from like 5 to 13 were bad, because that was when, for me, being I understand why my father wasn't present. You know, that was when I was like, Gosiami, what is wrong with me? Why is my dad not in my life? Why is whatever? And then ngapha my
Sorry,
mom.
you know what it's giving? It's giving munye mumpatla. Please go on.
Yeah, but then there was like a lot that was going through at the time because I didn't understand why my dad was absent, and then my mom, Liana. Then I was too young to understand, right? And then it got to a point where I remember Utemba, oh Shem, Utemba. So we were fighting, like it was like their ages where we were fighting a lot in Utemba. And he was one person who would call first and tell his side of the story. Like Usile, he's so manipulative. So my mom would always call me Angtetis, and if you know me, you know I hate being shouted at. Like I hate it so much. So that was when I was like, okay, you are my mom, but you never take my side. And it was those ages were like so bad because girl, like what
happened?
Why you like what's up? So then it was very like it was hard. But now I'm like, man, like
it's also for me, I also feel like there was a thing of she was overcompensating.
Yeah,
for the fact that his mom was not there at all. And Yena, she's there, you know, and Yena, his mom is like the ultimate gone, like would, you know. There. So Yena, for you, she's there. So it would be a thing of, I can't take your side because that one will feel like we don't take his side and because his mom is not
critical.
there.
That's one was sensitive.
Special
case. That's one issue.
And then now, Umpile, with you, right? You didn't have any siblings like with you, like from your mom. And then realizing, Hori, it's just, okay, one pair of socks. Sorry. Realizing, Hori, it's just the two of you, right? At which point did you start being comfortable like with having conversations with your mom about your dad? Did you ever get to that point where you speak about your dad openly?
Usually it would just be passing conversations of and stuff like that. So it would be passing conversations when the wind blows, but our life was never centered around him. It was a choice that he made, and we were like, we're just going on. It was that thing of and you just have to appreciate, which I did.
And then in what ways do you feel like your dad being on and off, whether you consider that as being present or absent, has affected you like in how you perceive men, either just as men generally as a species in GA existing, and also considering the fact that you're vocal with the fact that you want to get married, you want to have babies. Has his actions and his behavior not projected to what you wish for yourself, like desire for your future?
It didn't change what I want in terms of how I see men, like in terms of love. It's always been a thing of he was just a special case, special character that needs special attention. But it doesn't mean that the next person would be like him. Everyone has their own paint of color. So to me, it was always like, what he did, he did. My mom filled that void and the lack of love I needed from him. So to me, it was just like, it's about one girl. I still want kids and I'll still have kids. So how it goes would be
how it's supposed to go.
How it's supposed to go.
Love it for you. That's so nice to say that, to know that you haven't taken what he is and sort of like
rubbed it onto the next person.
Yes, like sort of bleed on the people that did not even disturb you. So that's so nice. You have such a nice outlook on life. Love it for you, Sana.
Positive.
Cute girl.
Cute girls. And you?
I wanted like to get married and have kids like much younger. Now I'm like, hey guys, Bashimani, like, hey, Bashimani, hey.
Yo, why did I say that out loud?
Like, hey.
Unnecessary. No, but then
unnecessary, man. Like now really I'm just like I don't even think I want kids, hey? I just
Do you think that it could be a thing of there's a fear of having someone else inflict the pain that your dad inflicted on you onto someone else, someone that is now your child?
I've never thought of it like that. For me, like I said, I did want to get married and have kids because I wanted my kids to experience like love from both parents, something that I didn't have. I wanted like a big household, again, unfortunately. But like...
Wait, why?
I'm not sure spanning like big household, so I wanted like a big household again.
Yeah.
Guys, right? And I just wanted them to have what I never did. And I never really thought of it like, oh, I'm a daughter. Now I think of it like that, like, oh, I'm a daughter.
It's because I'm a daughter, ne? And then do you, like, if right now, 61G, we are hamba manj, we are molo, anyway, and you'd bump into your dad, like, what do you think is the first thought? Like, what's your, it happens, Hori, someone, you think of someone, and then the first thought you get when you think of them, it's just like, yo. So now try to vocalize that thought. Say now, here's your dad. You see him and shock of your life.
I don't think I would have any feelings, hey? Like, I think slowly I really am healing from his absence. Because me, I would have cried speaking about that man. That's how much that man had me.
I'm so proud.
Like,
I'm literally looking like side by side. I was literally waiting for you to be bawling. So the fact that like you spoke this far and I didn't even hear your voice break, I'm like, what's Hagwan? But I'm so proud of you.
Like, I'm a healing girl. I would have cried. Like all you had to do was mention that man's name and
I know, Shem.
So now I think it would just be a thing of, Mesha Matala. I was 12. Sharp. Like
casual.
Like it's fine. Might even give him like a hug. Like,
a hug.
Yeah, like I'm really fine with him now, man. Like I'm okay.
That's nice. That's nice. The fact that like you don't think of him and cringe. It's yes, you could cringe at the pain that he's caused you, but you're in a beautiful place where you're like, hey man, he did. You see, this is what I love, like with acceptance. The moment you accept things for what they are, you just realize, Guti, hey, if I don't accept it, time won't go back and undo the choices that he made. So now I have to make a choice to be better because I still have a life to live at the end of the day. So with you and Habarikio, stranger danger.
I've had that moment. I think it was 5 years later from the last time I saw him, and I was like, "Mtoto fades." I'm like, "What happened to the money? Like, you don't look like money." I'm like, so I was like, "Yo, like,
who's this old man?"
Like, I'm like, "Is he maybe burning in hell? Like, I've had that moment, and I'm like, Mutu is growing old, and if you don't forgive, like, so it was just like, hey man,
what? Oh,
I exist vocabulary.
No, I didn't hear you well. Emotionally, so you speaking parat. Do you see how loud I am?
Producer has to complain.
No, producer only gain to increase. He can manipulate your voices.
But anyways, so it's just that thing of I won't hold on to pain.
Yeah.
I've had my nights where I would cry myself to sleep, like, King, am I not lovable? But then as years went by, I was just like, I'm not the problem.
I can't be.
So, yeah, man.
This has been such a lovely conversation.
Of course it has. Thank you for having
Healed girls.
us.
Healed girls.
We didn't need tissue.
Imagine, we need tissue when we speak about such lousy things when we're together. And now we're talking about hardcore things and nobody cried for a tissue. So proud of you girls. I'm so proud of you ladies.
Thank you.
And then do you have anything that you'd like to say? Not to your fathers, but if you'd like to. Tato, yours is there, the camera.
Oh, guys, mina ngicela usiswa mangitext nkosi I'm like, oh guys. I don't know. I've met her once in my life and like, oh man, my girl. I don't know.
What's her name?
Una lady.
Oh, that girl.
Yes, my father's daughter. Yes, man. I don't know who she is. Angazi ngicine afunda. Like, I'm sure manje uqedile ukufunda. Angimazi.
Oh, Shem, I hope she's well. Naledi, please text my sister.
Naledi, sisi, how?
Please.
Naledi. Handle nyana. Utlo texta jwang?
Give me hiti lina.
Yeah, how? Like your handle.
Oh no, guys, it's a joke. Like, but she must text me.
South Africa.
No, but she must text me. I can't give out my handle, but she must.
No, we do have like
Email?
An email. So utla email and then Rona will relay the message to her.
But
right?
like I don't think usakhumbula how I look. So sizwathini.
You never know.
Guys in Kotlwane, how long has it been?
6 years. We met once at
a funeral or something.
Oh, my uncle, I guess. But like emncwabeni kabhuti kaXoli. That's where we met. And she was like, hi, are you Tato? And I'm like, yes, hi, girl, who are you? And she's like, I'm Naledi. I'm like, I know that name. And she's like, I'm your sister. And I'm like, oh, hi, girl. And yeah.
But the same way that you remember her, surely she's out
what
there
if she's
somewhere.
actually having those thoughts for my sister?
Does she know your surname, maybe? I'm sure I'll Google into social.
Google.
One day when I'm big and old.
No, Shem, hopefully, Naledi, show face, girl. We are healed now. We just want a relationship with a sister.
Like, you know, and Hashem, she really tried last time, but I was so hurt by her death that I was like,
Actually, I do remember there were like there was an instance or something where there was a Naledi being spoken about. This is after the funeral.
yes, like that was when we were talking and
And then
she
you were
was
acting
like,
funny.
yeah, she was like, she was like, oh, like we should get together. And it was like, okay, girl, Imanyani, let me breathe.
I remember
don't know
her
you,
saying,
Imanyani.
oh, she's overwhelming.
Overwhelm.
Also because she was like, I'll ngizoza no baba. And I'm like, like Imanyani.
Wait, that's what
Nyathela Makhons.
And then that's when I was like, okay, girl, like, do too much, and I'm gonna take the bigger step back. And I did, and yeah. Now I regret it, man. I'm sorry, girl. I was 12.
She was 12.
I was 12.
Forgive
And
her.
you, Ompi?
Actually, I don't have last words. My guys, learn to forgive it. Now, there's what little pokela one day, about 6 feet under.
So we forgive just to avoid being pukela.
Just make peace. Like, you know, you don't want when someone passes on and then you're living with that regret of maybe I should have.
Yeah, and
I
they're
should
wishing you
have.
had time to like actually make things right with them. Okay, guys, thank you so much for sitting and talking about your dads.
Thank you for having us.
Traumas.
I almost made a joke, ne? But I realized, no, don't go
Now need
there.
to make it, we are healed.
We're healed. This
We
is
are
a healed
healed.
version
Make
of
it
ourselves.
so
Now, I wanted to say, Hori, like, thank you for speaking about like your dads and like them being a bunch of useless. Those two gentlemen, they need to do better.
You need to be cancelled. You need to be cancelled.
Like, man, babona guys in
They need to do better.
Bafailile as
Yeah.
men. Bafailile hle.
Guys, I think that's fine.
I think that's fine.
fine.
That's fine.
Let's just wrap it there. Let's just wrap it there. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you had like a great time as I did. I didn't have much to say. It was so nice for a
really-
moment to just listen to people speaking. So thank you so much for your time
Thank you for
and your
having
energy
us.
and your vulnerability. I wish you all the healing, like more and more and more and more.
as the years
You
go
are
by.
there. I'm not even gonna say you're halfway there. You're
We
like
are
you're
there.
there.
We are there.
And it's so beautiful to see you speaking about like hurtful moments of your life with not even a smile as in like you're taking it as a joke, but to say it happened and you know you're choosing the better version of you, which is the healed version of you. So guys, Amandla la.
Where to?
Thank you so much guys for watching. We'll see you again next time. It's Mpo, the next week time.